The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here.
Ini rata kiri, Der. Tadi rata kanan kan, ini rata kiri. Kayaknya crosserku bagus yang kiri. Iya kah? Kok kamu tahu? Gua aja udah lihat.
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into a stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's... Oh, smashing!
Anjir. Oh iya, Der. Kayaknya win ini, Der. Oh iya, dia langsung start tadi. Kayaknya kamu sama kayak aku, Der, banyak kiri yang bagus.
Nicely aimed pass. And it's Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos stood his ground strongly. That's a decent clearance. Chance for... Oh, taken with style.
Anjing, offside. Cepat cuci burung, Ler. Koop, Ler.
Oh, it's Batistuta. Real chance here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. He shifted it to the flank. Now that looks a decent ball. Roberto Carlos gets into some space. Up it, sticks it away.
Anjing. Offside lagi, nah, anjing. Bangsat, 2 gol offside semua.
Stood up well to him there. Decent progress down the left. Hangs in a cross. Cleared away.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Mitoma clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
Oh my God.
And this is Batistuta. Oh, and the shot! Oh, that is very close.
Oh, the technical control was
Live,
exquisite.
Der, kasih HW lihat, Der.
Exasperating.
Played out to the left flank, aimed beyond the defence. Roberto Carlos. Can he get on the end of this? So we're still where we started right now. Now that's well seen too. Saliba makes the interception.
Oof.
He's picked his way through. Oh, nice touch. Played it early. Roberto Carlos, played back, he rises!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, a delicate chip through. Van Dijk cuts out the pass. Over to the left, and he was quick to react. Strong running down that left flank. Now it's Hullet. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And the counter is on. He's in space and looking for options. Plays it in low. Schmeichel claims it, safe hands. That'll be a throw-in. Van Dijk. Cruzeiro finding their passes.
Enjoy.
Well read, nice interception. Mateus plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Nicely worked. And this is Raul. Now here's the delivery. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Miskin goal there.
Very first quarter. And now a sudden chance to counter. Half-time getting close now. De Jong. That's good running with the ball. Floated through. And the keeper's given it away. And it's De Jong. And this is Hullet. That has been slung wide. Hullet is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
It's a good run down the left-hand side. Oh, that's fabulous. Cross flung in towards the middle.
Anjir.
And that'll be the final action of the first half.
Oh, jelek Mitoma ini ya.
Able to take the lead, but
Dia salah kaki nih. Cross spesialis tapi kaki kanan.
Cruzeiro may probably be feeling a little aggrieved about not capitalising on such a bright start. Their mood at half-time should be more upbeat. The glass remains half full and it should spur them on.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0.
Anjoy baru sadar kok crossingnya jelek. Dia Edgar crossing, cuman kaki kanan gonggongnya, posisi di kiri. Gimana sudah nih? Nah, Messi sebenarnya bagus, kaki kiri pas. Kalau tahu Jordi Alba tadi masuk.
And the action is back on the way.
Cruzeiro are probably feeling
Iya, Carlos aja yang cross.
So I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his halftime team talk.
Chiellini tries to clear, knocks it out wide. With Toma. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Eintracht Frankfurt applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but, of course, the returns can be terrific. That's a good run down the left. Serginho does well to stand up to him. Pinches it off him. Mbappe looks to get on the end of this. And it's Roberto Carlos. Hullet threads one in, and he's picked it up out wide. Caught offside that time.
Padahal bagus loh ini apa, taktiknya dia bagus. Yang bikin.
Roberto Carlos. Oh, this is a terrific run. Fired deep towards the back post.
Sudah.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And now they can spring out of defence. You can run onto that. And that is as far as they can. Oh, they could be caught out here. Mbappe tries to pass.
Oh my God.
Batistuta. Big chance.
Oh, asu.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
Eintracht Frankfurt have fired themselves in front.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
Rumah bajingan. Kamu lamanya LR, cepat sudah makanya. Ini nah bagus ya. Jelatan. Walaupun nggak bulat, tapi headingnya kayak bulat ya. Loncatnya.
Substitution for Frankfurt, number 8, Raúl. Coming on the field is number 21.
That has not gone well.
Messi. Substitution.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this. Cruzeiro really are going for it here, Peter.
Face to face with the keeper. And he's cut it out.
Anjing.
Messi! It's their second corner of the game. And that has been cleared. It's a promising position. And he shoots! It's off target and by quite a way.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Chiellini does really well to win the ball there. And here's Batistuta. Some good work on the right flank here. Great ball, and he's in here. Can he finish?
Anjing.
He's got a goal! And this is getting better and better. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Substitution for Frankfurt, number 15.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Corner number 2 then.
Rui Costa, number 4, Tonali, number 7, Vinicius Junior.
Khan gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
Substitution in progress.
Eintracht Frankfurt have the chance to go the other way. That pass isn't the best. Park Ji-sung, good strong midfield running here. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Cruzeiro will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Look at the space here. He's tried one. And he's managed to gift it back. It's a pretty loose pass. The referee's awarded a free kick. Oh, nicely intercepted. It's Park Ji-sung. Roberto Carlos. Park Ji-sung. Roberto Carlos. Delivered in.
Well played and well cleared.
Roberto Carlos receives it in big header. Oh, should have put that away.
He's definitely playing with a lot more conviction. This team should look to him to produce the catalyst for a comeback.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Rui Costa. Thuram. Roberto Carlos. Spread out to the left. Messi, who does have an assist to his name. Roberto Carlos. Pull it. Roberto Carlos.
5 minutes added time.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Played in by Seedorf. And the ball's come loose here. Rui Costa is the team's great visionary. That's a nicely shaped ball. Just the goalkeeper to beat. Shot a goal! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are cruising away. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle.
Kata Ler.
Cruzeiro suffer a humiliating
Pensiun
defeat.
Ler. Gara-gara Mitoma nih Ler. Mitoma Lasso nih anjir. Bagus ku kasih Serginho. Sama ini Jordi Alba masuk. Anjir. Jordi Alba aku bisa LWF. Serginho udah bisa. Ayo kamu Ler. LWF. Ini kaki kiri. Ini bisa ini Lamin Jamul. Lamin Jambul di sini. Sekarang kita masalahnya di back Ler, lambat semua Ler. Kalah sprint nih. Apa ya? Ini juga nih. Anjing, terus Ini gara-gara ini formasi backnya jelek, kena counter lemah. Aduh, mana build upku? Ah, ini dia. Oke, ini mantap saudara. Kalau ini gagal lagi, terpaksa nggak mau pakai ini lagi saudara. Mana ini penontonku nih? Gak ada penonton kayak ini. Anjoy, kosong kok lagi penonton.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So that's got things underway. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, this team has a great engine room in the shape of this guy, Tchouaméni. The Frenchman being a robust, relentless pressing machine who also excels in ball retention and recycling. I noticed he's surprisingly good at progressing play when on the ball too. Keep watching him.
Well, he would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Just eases him off the ball. Threads one in. Now it's Doué. Well timed, excellent interception. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Roberto Carlos. And this is Hullet. Now it's Sorloth. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And he's managed to get free. And he's got his range wrong there. Upamecano. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Jordi Alba, played in deep. Up he goes! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Danger averted for now. Gilberto Silva. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Tchouaméni. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Plays a sharp little ball here. There's the crossfield ball. Now, can they get him away? He's in space and looking for options. Maldini attempts a clearance.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
He rises! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, it actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Cruzeiro have their second corner now. And that's asking too much of anyone and everyone. Neither side yet able to find the net. Neymar is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. Vieri tries to get it clear. He's looking wide. Roberto Carlos tries to pass it through. Now it's Hullet.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind.
Oh, what a climb! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And he's there to belt it away.
Cruzeiro clearly are looking formidable down that left-hand side, the current supply route. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Doué is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Roberto Carlos. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Strong running down that left flank. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. And it's Neymar. Knocks it into space. Well read, nice interception. Roberto Carlos. Now that looks a decent ball. Roberto Carlos demonstrating his defensive quality there. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Xavi Alonso.
Might want to be careful there.
He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. And he's going to have his name taken. And somehow it stayed out. Stood up well to him there. Now that's well seen too. Over to the left. Jordi Alba is always looking to play quality balls. Now it's Roberto Carlos. And it's Jordi Alba. Tchouaméni. Now then, the ball's... Oh, terrible pass. To Barella. And the half-time whistle goes. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Cruzeiro have played reasonably well, but perhaps they're overdoing things down the left flank. They've concentrated an awful lot in that area.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. And we are back on the way.
Cruzeiro are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Rising over the bar.
The moans and groans are predictable. He felt compelled to try.
Jordi Alba. It's a pretty loose pass.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
And it's Jordi Alba. That is ended up in no man's land. Looking for the run. In towards the backstep. Big header! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
So, third corner of the game. There's the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. He's done very well to get to that.
Jordi Alba really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 4 coming up here. Tchouaméni can get it clear. Gilberto Silva. And now they can spring out of defence. Van Dijk cuts out the pass. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Now it's Batistuta. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. This could spell real trouble. We know he has already been booked. So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Numero 24. Lasciano il campo per il numero 8. Il numero 18. Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Just wouldn't stay down for him.
Well, that was just asking too much of himself from there.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And that is a little undercooked. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Neymar. Just no time to dwell on the ball there. So much has happened in this game, but still no goal.
Yes, and it's been far from uneventful. We've had a healthy amount of attempts at goal from both teams, and with this kind of ambition, we may not have to wait too long.
Xabi Alonso gets his final warning.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
And that is out and behind. It's a good block.
Look, a little variation can't hurt here because they've got no previous.
It's a mighty effort! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Oh, really cute. What a lovely series. He's got tall. It's loose now and they want to get it back. And he's there to get it away. Cruzeiro still have the cards to affect this game. Passes short and sharp. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Oh, smashing header! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Roberto Carlos receives it in a wide position. Cross goes in there. And the keeper beats it away.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Ibrahimovic.
Cruzeiro really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
And this is Vieri. Aimed beyond the defence. Looking to play him in. He's got away. Roberto Carlos has it out wide and in space. And he's there to retrieve it. Neymar. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Tries to play it through. Played into the box. Bullish header! Shot at goal! Oh no, it's an own goal!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Shoots! It's in! We thought it was over! It's all square once more! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 10.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. All square again into the dying minutes.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. Okay, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
Now it's Yamal. Serginho. Ball driven towards the far post.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
He's picked his way through.
Ci saranno 5 minuti di recupero.
And it's Xabi Alonso. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's been cut out, well played.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
And here's Vieri. Oh, that looks a cracking... Can he finish? Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
All hands on deck for this one.
Lascia il campo per il numero 2.
Ibrahimovic deals with that comfortably. Tries a shot! Oh, what about that? And that may just do it! He won't get many simpler than that, but he's... And that's it. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end. Momentum shifting this way and that.